I was supposed to get done a while ago. I'm gonna have to get it done sooner or later because once fall ends, the flowers are gonna kind of go dormant. I was planning on doing this earlier, but it's just I figure this is the best time to if I'm gonna go about it. Let me see what time it is. It is 6:42, so I got probably about 15 minutes, which should be about like one time around. I guess I don't think there's any event going on right now, so I'm right now just gonna walk around in a circle to get like the view around the place. I think what else I gotta do. Other than that, it's just I don't usually come here very often anymore. The only time I really do is like to do camera testing stuff, but even then it's not really very frequent. So pretty much this is just a walk around through. It's a little bit more busy than normal, so I just gotta be quick about it. Last time I think I did it, I didn't really have time to do what I was doing, so this time's gonna be a little bit longer just to walk through. I have to get to like doing something with the zoo later too, so I'll get around that too, but for now it's just I was in the neighborhood, so I figured I'd just like record around here real quickly. Other than that, I can't really think of like anything of I do want to go to a few other parks tomorrow, but I also need to do more indoor stuff to get that established because I can't really wait too long. For now, this is just the rose garden. I know there's a rose garden in Ballard I'm gonna have to take care of too, but that's like later on. So for now, I'm just like walking around in a circle. Since there's still some light, and I gotta do it sooner or later because once I start getting indoors, I'm gonna be a lot more busy. And I guess I just want to do like some touristy stuff. I guess I could wait till like spring, but then that's a whole different time. So oh yeah, I'm still a little bit sick, so there's that in it, but I'm just gonna do this real quickly. And other than that, I can't really think. Place hasn't really changed much either. It's still just a garden for roses and whatnot. So other than that, about halfway around the loop around this place. So if I do that, I gotta head back home because gotta get these processed out. Or at least I've got the other ones from the other day processed out, just not today. So I take care of that. Other than that, no, there's not too much that's on my mind right now. Just keep the routine going. That way I don't get lazy and fall off, because I think that's what my main worry is. If I get lazy and I start falling off, then I won't have to catch up, which I've already made progress so far, so why like stop? I guess it's not like a video game where everything just like stops and I have to restart over, but I really don't want to lose any progress so far or momentum, so I'm gonna keep going with it and just see how it goes. And other than that, see what the time is. Oh, so I still got 4 minutes. I'm just gonna walk up to the upper lot because I mean I've already exhausted this place just walking around, and I probably have this in other videos, so it doesn't really matter too much about me like documenting it. Plus it's just exercise and event itself that I mean I think I've already gotten to the point where it doesn't even matter. So it's a low risk kind of like activity compared to like walking around large areas where it's really busy and I'm bumping into people. Plus for at least that part I don't have to worry about. I think what else do I have to think about? Yeah, I still just gotta clean up my room. I think that's gonna really help my productivity if I get around to that. Other than that, that's all I got on my mind. Which, yeah, that's good because a lot more things are getting squared away and I don't have to really take care of the things I've taken care of before. And the routine's alright, so I think there's always a part that just wants to get newer camera gear or whatnot. I'm gonna have to like hold off on that until I like get this more going, because I know most people they even just use their cell phone. So if I'm like even picky about like really high quality machinery, it's not a waste, but it's kind of foolish. I'll miss a compact nest, but I know the sensor size is going to be very important, and as long as I get the battery down, you'll be fine. So there's that together, and other than that, I have to like get a few memberships to like a few things around the city just to get like a foothold around things. For now, it's just also have to like figure out, stagger them on, so I'm always have like something to do, and there's always somewhere open, just because I need kind of like a home base when I'm outside of actual home. That way, whenever I do anything, I can like not be restricted after return back. So I'm like a rest stop of sorts. That sounds funny, but if I do like an urban adventure kind of thing, where I like interact with a lot of people, I kind of think that I have to have like places to stop and just retreat to for like moments when I have to like settle down or use facilities of that sort. Other than that, I can't really think of anything to say. Last few videos I've been going really fast about what's on my mind. At this point, maybe I'm sick to like think about, or just I'm getting ready to go and doing stuff inside, which is I guess the next big step. It's all different stages, and gotta get to that. Oh, by proxy, I might use like a larger DSLR to see how it feels, to get the motion of having a larger mirrorless instead of a really small, like 1 in 3.2 sensor camera. It's not that I'm rich, but it's not so much just getting the stuff now. Now it's just seeing if things are in stock, just to get the equipment, which I mean I might have to upgrade sooner or later, because the sunlight isn't always going to be so workable. There's times when it's just going to be too dark, and if I take this out, once I hit the shadows, everything's like blacked out. No auto setting on the camera will bring it down low enough that I know this camera won't, like, the highlights won't get overblown, but the low lights aren't very good. So that's, I think, the only problem with this camera, that the low light performance is kind of the thing that kills it. If it had like perfect low light, then this would be like the camera for like everything. I'd have to stop looking because everything would be taken care of. But at this point, that's not quite the thing. It's just, you gotta make do with what I got so far. But soon, once I know, I'm sure later on it'll seem like it's something small, but at this point, getting inside seems like quite the next level up higher, because it changes the dynamic. From here, it's kind of passive, where it's the streets are fine, it's just walking around the streets, it's fine. But once I get to like that next level of just being everywhere in places that people expect to have like a lot more control over privacy wise, it's probably gonna get a lot more interesting, and that's where things will elevate. And I'll push myself to grow, just because that's the only way. Like I said in that video that kind of people have to like focus on the creativeness, because eventually things are going to be automated, where if you're not putting out a lot of creative stuff, you're going to get left behind. And I don't know if most people have realized that. It's kind of the law. I'm not saying I'm a fortune teller of any sort, but I've noticed that certain things in certain paradigms change right as like technology changes. I can see that the automation of a lot of things in this world are just gonna change the way people see things, and it's gonna be a whole lot different. And I'd rather be not the first, but like in Seattle, just a larger footprint in it, because if I don't, then I miss that opportunity. It was kind of like the time when I was holding stocks, and it's just something that if I decide to do, then it would have been easier to be at the forefront than later on. And and I know other people have been wanting equipment from me, and I want to give it to them, but I also want them to be responsible and to use it to full extent. Even though I know like very little like viewer count on my videos, most people just ignore it because it's just the exercise of it. But later when it becomes more, it's a part of like, didn't do the exercise, you should have done the exercise. I mean, I have to do the exercise, it's a part of it. Things are just gonna change, and whether people care or don't care, it's gonna happen anyway and can't be stopped. So I figure just do it. That's at least what I would do, because it just seems stupid to like let things get ahead of you. Short term, I don't think that's how people should play it out. Even though I don't know how long I'm gonna be on this earth, I mean, I'd rather just get at it full time about like what I want to do, because if I don't interface in this world quite the same way as a lot of other people do, then I'm gonna find a way to make myself work and make ways for people to make them like me. As narcissistic as that sounds, it's a part of like, I adopt those dark triad mindset, because I think those are the most interesting and most dynamic ways of living life in a positive way, which I think a lot of people think it's negative, but it's actually positive. And it's just, people need to get their stuff together. Like I need to get my stuff together. Like everyone needs to get their stuff together. That's enough for now.